I've been having great business ideas all my life. Many of them, I'm happy to say, has become something, has changed businesses, the way that the whole industries are doing things. That's of course my proudest moments. Many of them have failed more than anything. Today we will talk about what is it that makes some of these fantastic business development, new technology ideas fail, and what can you do to prevent it. I'm Frederick. I've been having ideas all my life. I've been growing businesses and people for 25 years all over the world. This channel is built so you can go stronger in your life and in your business. The last months I've been meeting a lot of digital startups. I'm a mentor with Qatar Business Incubation Center, which is basically mentoring digital startups. I've been in Singapore and visiting all the insurtechs and the fantastic industry there. And what I'm seeing is the same that I've been seeing all my life. You're having the digital startups, the fantastic new ideas, new businesses, and they have all these wonderful ideas up here. Changing the world, changing the way that you do business, changing the way that you manage your whole business. Everything is transformative, disruptive. The problem is when they hit the real world, they hit the real world really, really hard. Down here, if you like. And there is an extreme mismatch between all the ideas that we have and we want to do and the real world when we go corporate. And of course, there's a lot of reasons for this. There is the silos of the organizations. Typically, when you have a brand new idea that transforms or disrupts the business, you will enter different business units within the company. These business units are run by managers who want to keep their turf. So it's very difficult to open up these turfs between the divisions, which is most of the time a prerequisite for your fantastic innovation to work. Following closely, this is what I call turf wars. If you're manager of a unit and you have your people there and everything is running smoothly, why would you want anybody to come interfere with this? Even though it's a good idea, you risk losing power, you risk losing your influence. And most people, they do not like that. This is another thing you're up against. And then of course, the IT department. They will for sure suffer of the not invented here syndrome because you're coming outside with a digital solution. They didn't do it right, you did. And that will create some tension for sure, which you also have to consider. So what am I saying? Is this just a lost cause? Forget it. Just don't do any innovation and stay home. No, of course, this is not what I'm saying. I'm saying that when you have these fantastic ideas that will change the world, and I know they will, you just need to do your homework before approaching your insurers, your incumbents or your corporates with your fantastic idea. You need to prepare for all these things so that when you get the contract, when you get the agreement, you can also secure a proper and successful implementation because that's the end of the game, right? That's what you want. You don't just want to sell something and then just leave it. I'd say there's two things that you have to do. Stakeholder management and be Mr. or Mrs. Charming, people management. When you've had the initial contact or maybe the first meeting is set up, before going to the meeting, I would stalk them on social media. I would go find the people that I'm meeting. I would go look at the company, the people working there on LinkedIn, on Facebook, figure out what is it that I can know about the people that I'm meeting. What does this say about the company that I'm meeting? You will most probably know somebody who already working there, or maybe you even know people who are working there. Speak with them. Get like a first understanding of what company are you reaching into, what is the structure and who's doing what in this company. This is extremely important because when you meet them, you can use that knowledge to begin creating your stakeholder map. The stakeholder map is basically a mind map of the people in the company and the relations to each other and, of course, the perceived power that they have in the organization. So if you meet with the managing director and an IT person and maybe some people from the sales or the business, figure out how are they connected to each other. And also, when you do the mind map, you can use the size of the circle of the person to illustrate how powerful you feel this person is. Don't be scared at the meeting to ask into, okay, how are you connected to this? How do you run this? And what is this? And what does this mean? Ask these questions. Most people, they really like to talk about this. And if you're sitting with people who are truly interested in your product, in your business, in your idea, they will also have an interest in telling you how this could be implemented into the organization. They would most probably tell you, maybe not during the meeting, but after, if you call them, which you should, of course, say, we have to be aware of this, or please be aware that this business unit is against this, and what can we do? See to what extent you can take the positive people as partners in crime when you want to get this to work. Once you've succeeded, now you have your signature and you're ready to go, then it's time for you to create a project management office, a PMO. When you're creating a PMO, it's important that you make sure that the people who are against this, they are involved in this, that they have an active stake, that they have skin in the game, so they cannot, during the process, it didn't work and we told you so. Make sure that they do have skin in the game, that the people participating in the PMO actually will fail with you if you fail. And of course, succeed with you when you succeed. Make sure to align the PMO, make sure to have the right owners of the PMO, like the general manager who you will be reporting to during the project implementation. While doing the stakeholder mapping, while doing the contract negotiation, while creating the project management office, there's one thing that you really need to remember, and this is that you have to bring your best charming suit every day. You have to make sure that you're the intruder, you're the one changing the business, you're the dangerous person. And being the dangerous person can be tough if your attitude is tough. You have to be the one leaned back, you have to be the one listening, smiling to people, you have to be the one avoiding discussions that are not necessary. If people, they claim something that you think is downright stupid or wrong, if it is not important for what you want to achieve, leave it. Use the smile and wave technique. Just be there, smile, listen. If it's not important, leave it. Do not get into a discussion. There'll be enough trouble during the implementation phase anyway. You don't need this. It's only if it's really worth a fight you want to pick it. Otherwise, don't do it. Make people feel that they are heroes. Make people feel that this is also their project, their successes, their ideas even. It doesn't matter, does it? As long as you get what you want. Be nice to people, be smiling, be open, be adaptive. Understand that you're entering into a new culture. Just flow with the culture. You may completely disagree with the culture, but at the end of the day, does it matter? As long as you get your vision through. It's never easy having the right ideas and nobody to understand you or people to work against you. It's hard work and it's really tough on you. So you have to be strong and you have to remember that being in the front is not easy, but it's worth it in the end. I hope you liked this video. Give me a big like. And if you haven't done so, subscribe. Yeah, subscribe. You won't regret it. And if you do, you can always unsubscribe, right? Thanks for watching and I'll see you again soon. Bye.